Well, hello there, Virgo. This is Lisa with Heart of Inspiration, and I am here to help you lead a spirit led, whole and healed, peaceful, and prosperous life. And today you get the privilege, the joy of now getting your March 2021 reading. This is for Virgo Sun, Moon, and Rising. Now, this is going to be an astrological, kind of a fifth dimensional astrological point of view, as well as your tarot for the month. So I want to highlight a couple things in March. March, Virgo is all about, this kind of this springtime, this rebirth, this rejuvenation. We have all of this fantastic energy, excuse me, that is here for us, accessible to us. So this is just a general fabulous time, right? And March is really that time for renewal. There's a couple of dates I want to call your attention to. So I'm trying to hurry up and get these videos out. The first is the new moon in Pisces. I don't know why I just said Virgo, because you guys are Virgo. The new moon in Pisces, and that's occurring on March the 13th. Now, this new moon is also a stellium. So, of course, we got the moon and the sun and the moon conjunct. And then we also have Venus and Pisces conjunct and with an orb all at the time of the new moon. So they're within like 1 or 2 degrees of each other, all 4 planets, right? This is really a time then for us to take those dreams and those aspirations and those spiritual dreams, those fifth dimensional, like what you've known that you're supposed to do and what you've known that you can achieve and what you've known that is part of your actual purpose and plan. And it's time for you to really put some serious intentions behind it. I know that setup has been a little bit weird for you, right? This is opposing the setup being this. Is that this is a mutable sun now with a mutable moon with Neptune, its ruler there, and Venus in there, all kind of giving this like touchy-feely, all that kind of energy. And then here we have you, Sun, Moon, and Rising Virgo, that's like, I'm super practical about things, but I have a hard time making a decision. But when I do make the decision, then I got to plan it. It's got to be perfect, and it's got to be to the nth degree. You got to let the perfection go and step into it. And this is really going to showcase for you what it is you've been holding yourself back from, and that there's things you've been holding yourself back from in all areas of your life. This isn't just love, or this isn't just money, and this isn't just career. This is everything. There's things you've been holding yourself back from that are keeping you from actually achieving all that you are incarnated to achieve and truly stepping into your purpose in a real, authentic way. And in that beautiful Virgo way that is nurturing and loving and structured, but a little loosely structured. All of those, right? That's all that beautiful Virgo energy. I love Virgo energy. Now, Virgo energy can sometimes be a little bit blunt and a little to the point, but that's fine, because for somebody like myself that's a triple cardinal, I need that energy. I need that energy to say, guess what? Hey, I'm going to need you to come down out of those clouds, or could you stop for a second and let me catch up, and then let me show you how we're going to be able to implement this plan and give you, 3 or 4 different options. So I love that Virgo energy. But Virgo, what I want you to do is take all of this wonderful, beautiful Piscean creative energy, and I want you to like mold it and shape it and allow this new moon that's opposing your sun, moon, and rising, instead of being like, I can't do it, I want you to be like, you know what, I can do it. I can transmute this. I can rebirth. I can, realign and reassess and be reborn and do this from a very authentic place. Now, the other date is March 21st, which is the spring equinox, okay? And that is happening at, of course, 0 degrees Aries on March 21st. The interesting thing is Venus is like right there about to surpass the sun. So it will be conjunct the sun again. You know, it'll be conjunct the sun again on the 21st. Now, that day the moon starts in Gemini, but then it'll be very quickly, very morning in Cancer, which is sextiling your sun and your moon and or your rising. So the emotions and that very nurturing, cardinal, beautiful, maternal, giving that seed a space to grow life, that fertile ground, right? And so where you can really integrate that energy into yourself, transmute it, integrate it into yourself, along with that, hey, bam, do what you love. Hey, bam, you know you were meant for this. Hey, bam, you know that this is your life. And this is who you really are. And I'm ready to show up in a real authentic way. That's all going to come to fruition. That's going to be the energy on the spring equinox. So please, that's March 21st. Let's be careful and be very attentive to that day. All right, so now what we're going to do, let's get over to the tarot. Tarot. All right. Oh, I should have brought these over. Hold on. Let me let you guys know what we're using. So, you know, I love my oracle cards, right? And I try to find, you know, I keep one deck. I'll end up using one deck for like 2 or 3 months in a row, and then but I rotate the others out. So here we go. And on this stand, we're going to put one of the Sacred Power reading cards, or tarot cards. Oracle cards. So that's going to be right there. And then in the middle, we're going to put we're reusing the Keepers of the Light Oracle deck again this month. And then we're adding to the mix also, this is new, the Flower of Life, Wisdom of Astar by Denise Jarvie. These those are fantastic Oracle cards. They are all channeled messages that Denise received during various times of meditation. So I'm really enjoying those. So let's get one card for Virgo Sun, Moon, and Rising from the Sacred Power reading deck. Virgo Sun, Moon, and Rising from the Sacred Power reading deck. Exploration. Look at that. Woohoo. I love it. Oh, and then we're going to pull some tarot from the Light Seers tarot deck. All right. One card, please, from the Keepers of the Light for Aries. Oh, my God. For Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Virgo. Sorry, guys. Sun, Moon, and Rising. Oh. Lord Ganesh, infinite abundance. Obstacles are being removed. Spiritual support and connections are increasing. I love that. Oh, I love that for you for this month. And then here we go. One from the Flower of Life deck, please, for Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. One from the Flower of Life, Sun, Moon, and or Rising. One from the Flower of Life, Virgo, Sun, Moon. Crystal bath. Okay, here we go. Hold your favorite crystal, close your eyes, and imagine you are walking down a flight of stairs to a beautiful crystal bath filled with healing waters. Whatever comes to your mind as you are moving to your bath, let it arise and guide you to a deeper feeling within you. It might feel raw, but allow yourself to ease into it. Like a hot bath, it may sting a little to start with, but when you eventually sit in it, it feels so soothing. Step into your crystal bath and be healed and soothed by your revitalizing waters. Allow all that comes up to be there. Begin to experience yourself on a more intimate level. Surrender to the process and release old resistance. Feel free as wave after wave of healing, soothing, crystal liquid light and love flows over and within you. Stay here for as long as you want. When you feel ready, open your eyes and see your world through crystal clear eyes. You know what's beautiful about all of this? What I absolutely love about that particular card too is as you're going, especially through this new moon cycle. So between now and the new moon on the 12th, did I tell you 13th? Between now and that new moon, I really want you to go into your meditative state, and I want you to begin to explore. I want you to begin to explore that fifth dimension. Remember, we're looking at astrology now, at least I am, from a 5D perspective rather than solely from that 3D perspective. And because of that, I want you to go back, and those of you that do journal or do some automatic writing, I want you to go back and review like some of those from 2020, maybe from March of 2020, maybe from March of 2019, if you have it that far back. And if you're led to look at any other months, then do so as well. Because I feel like some of you, this is not all of you, but some of you have traveled already. You've been exploring in other dimensions. You've allowed your higher self to really kind of go on this wonderful journey with spirit, go on this great journey with your ancestors, your guides, and your angels. And you've come back with so much information and come back with so much expectation and promises, right? Understanding that you are a person of promise. But unfortunately, you've not had the ability to, or the capability, or I don't know what you want to say, but you've not been able to really just go ahead and put that all into practice because certain things have held you back. And it's not even necessarily shadow work. It's just that you've not been able to act on it yet. It doesn't have to be perfect. And maybe you were concerned that you weren't going to have what Lord Ganesh is here offering, which is that infinite abundance. Okay. So any of the obstacles that have presented themselves to you for executing that plan or executing that drive or executing that area of creation for you, those obstacles during this new moon and into the spring equinox cycle, you know, before the next full moon, those are being moved out of your way. And so that abundance can flow. And some of that's going to be internal for you, Virgo, and other it's going to be more external. But again, because we're operating from a fifth dimensional space, then what we move out of the way in our higher self, or not believing necessarily, or not having full faith in our higher self to create the reality here in the third dimensional realm, as you're moving those blocks from creation away, then all the physical blocks, all the physical obstacles then begin to be moved away as well. I hope that makes sense. And then this crystal bath, to just kind of round it all out, that really is allowing yourself, right, to go in and get whatever feelings, deep feelings are within. And those deep feelings are going to show you where the infinite abundance has been blocked. And that is even deeper. That's also exploration as well. You know, when we talk about exploration in the other realms or from our higher consciousness, sometimes I feel like we only consider that to be like outside. But there is a whole universe within you. The law of one. There's an entire universe that resides within you. An entire universe resides within you. So it's really time for us to go in and step up our game and handle that. Okay. We're going to pull some tarot. So coming towards you, Ace of Swords. That's the energy coming towards you for March. That is your new light, your new way of thinking, acting, your new way of speaking into this world, new ideas for all sorts of creation and so forth. That's what's coming towards you. You are bringing the devil, and I'm going to say that this energy, yes, it's very Capricornian energy, but I'm going to say what that is you are ready to release those toxins. You are ready to release this kind of like addiction to toxicity. This, you know, when we're moving into a space of being whole and healed and peaceful and prosperous, sometimes we don't know what that really feels like. And so it makes it more difficult, right? To move that way, because we're not used to living without garbage. So that really, for me, speaks volumes, right? What could be energy that's an issue is the King of Swords. Okay, there's some not willing to cut the fat, not willing to cut it out, not willing to like be like, the truth hurts. The truth hurts. I know it does. What's going to help you overcome it is the Ten of Swords. No longer speaking death over yourself. No longer thinking death over yourself. No longer letting other people do it. Going deep down and seeing where all these things were spoken, where you internalized all this information or internalized all these things, and where, because of other people's perceptions or other people's, I don't know, speech or whatever, that you're right here, right now. Anybody that's not really helping you at this point needs to just kind of move out of the way. You need to allow them to go. You need to allow this to be over. You need to be reborn. And the thought life, really, I'm really hearing this very deeply. Explore your thought life. Explore what you really, truly believe about your reality and about yourself and your ability to have the reality you wish to have. Let me get one more card for outcome or advice. I thought I lost a card. Nope. One more card, please, for outcome or advice. One more card, please, for outcome or... You want this one, huh? Yeah, I love it. King of Wands. By the time you come out of this, by the end of it all, honestly, you're going to know so certain what your path is, and nothing is going to take you off of it. You're going to leave with the Eight of Cups, all of that energy behind that is absolutely not serving you. And you're going to allow that chapter with the world to come to an end and be reborn on the other side. I love this for you, Virgo. I think this is absolutely, absolutely fabulous. What a great March you are set to have, Virgo. That's what I have for you. Thanks so much. I hope that I have earned your subscription. So please consider liking, subscribing, and don't forget to hit that notification bell so that you are notified every time I put up new content, especially the podcasts and other content that we have on this channel. Also, I'm pretty sure you've seen in this corner over here, the 100 light workers for 100 days. We're well within that. We are, probably about a fifth of the way towards reaching our goal. And I'm definitely actively putting the call out for light workers. If you feel you're that part of that 100 and you want to be a part of this movement of 100 light workers in 100 days, Lightworker Academy is open. I have a masterclass / certification program for spiritual counseling and energy healing that I'm offering right now. We're about to offer some more as well. So if you want to be considered for enrollment for the masterclass and on all that, and to be able to get the certification if you so choose, there's a link down below in the description. It's a Linktree link. So just click there. You'll find all my socials, but you'll also find a link to go in and book that 15-minute call with me. I am happy. I will be happy to talk to you, and let's just make sure that enrollment into the class makes perfect sense. Peace, love, blessings, and joy be unto you today, tomorrow, and for all eternity. I love you guys so much. Namaste. Bye.